We shift focus to Indonesia. The Asian country is at odds with tech giant Apple. It is not allowing Apple to sell its latest iPhone 16 in its markets. In the latest, Indonesia has upheld a ban on selling iPhone 16, despite Apple's $1 billion investment pledge for the country. Jakarta says that the tech giant has continued to fail to comply with its domestic investment policy. Indonesia banned the device's sale in October last year for its 280 million people. According to its rules, smartphones sold in Indonesia should have at least 35% locally made parts. However, Apple doesn't have manufacturing facilities in Indonesia. The American tech giant's executives flew to Jakarta for negotiations with the Indonesian government earlier this week. Now, the Indonesian minister held 2 days of meetings with Apple's Vice President of Global Government Affairs, Nick Aman, and Apple proposed a deal to build a local production facility. The proposed unit was for the production of Apple's AirTags, which is a tracking device. The $1 billion facility would be based in Indonesia's Batam island, close to Singapore, and would start operations next year. However, the Indonesian minister said that the proposed deal doesn't satisfy the conditions for a locally made iPhone part. He added that the AirTag is just an accessory and not a part of the phone. The Indonesian minister said, and I quote, "There is no basis for the ministry to issue a local content certification as a way for Apple to have the permission to sell iPhone 16 because the facility has no direct relations." Instead, the Indonesian authorities made a counter-proposal to Apple, the details of which were not revealed. Indonesia is not the only country where Apple is facing trouble. Now, earlier, Brazil banned the sale of iPhones that do not come with chargers in 2022. Apple had stopped packing chargers since the launch of the iPhone 12 in 2020. The company still cannot sell its device without a charger in the South American nation. Brazil authorities had also fined Apple for $2.38 million over discriminatory practices. The tech giant's woes are increasing in China as well. The Chinese state firms and agencies have reportedly asked its employees to stop using iPhones. The directive is aimed at reducing China's dependency on foreign technology. The American multinational is also facing hurdles in rolling out its artificial intelligence models in China. Now, Apple uses OpenAI's ChatGPT for its voice assistant Siri everywhere else, but the software is not available in China. Apple is now in talks with Tencent and ByteDance to integrate their artificial intelligence models into iPhones sold in China, with serious challenges in China. Apple is looking to set up more production facilities in Asia, and Indonesia, the 10th largest economy, could be one of the prospects. The country has been strategically positioning itself as an emerging tech hub and is poised to become a significant player in the global technology landscape. The government has been pushing to attract significant investments from tech giants, and this includes Apple as well. Indonesia is certainly set to benefit from Apple's $1 billion AirTag facility. But will it loosen its rules to make space for the tech giant? Or will Apple shift focus to freer Asian markets?
From breaking news to the day's biggest controversies, shedding light on the world's top headlines, detailed analysis on the stories that matter the most to you. Catch it all on Spotlight at 6 p.m. India time and 12:30 GMT, only on Firstpost.